99X and the Morning X. Barnes and Leslie, we're right in the middle of the Cheeseburger Hustler story. Just a quick, Leslie loves when I say this, a quick catch up. There's a very hot burger in town Evergreen Butcher and Baker has that people queue up for on Sundays, I believe at 1 o'clock. And we're talking to the actual Cheeseburger Hustler right now who bought 3, sold 2 of them because his friends didn't show up, made a slight profit. The owners got very pissed, took a picture, or someone took a picture of his car, posted it on social media. He's freaking out about that. And then comes the review. So Cheeseburger Hustler, you're still with us, right?
Yes, sir. Live and direct.
Here we go. I'm going to blow through. It's not too long. This is the review that this guy left, Cheeseburger Hustler. We're not giving his name. Let me start off this review by saying one of the owners, Sean Shackey, made it personal by posting my car on his Instagram with 33,000 followers. So I'm here to clear the air and set the record straight. And to note, we did invite Sean and Emma, his wife, on to talk to you. They refused. So I'm here to clear the air and set the record straight. Multiple people sent me this Instagram about my car. Directly from their website, we hope to provide you with accessible and unpretentious product. While waiting 2+ hours for Evergreen's Sunday burgers, which they limit to 150, Sean came out in the most pretentious way, looked at me and said, "I need you guys to move now because you're confusing my customers." So I will point out, you said they never came out in our last segment.
The only interaction I had with Sean was him pointing at me, not directing me, or not me directly, but the 4 or 5 people that were there already. But no, him and I had never spoken face to face or addressed each other.
Okay, you just said in your review, Sean came out in the most pretentious way, looked at me, and said, "I need you guys to move now because you're confusing my other customers." Is that not correct?
Precisely. So in terms of don't sell my cheeseburgers or look at me and address me, it was me and 4 or 5 other people. He looked at us and said, "We need you to move."
Okay.
So me directly, no, but the group of 4 people, yes.
Okay, so that seems to me to be incorrect in this courtroom, but I'm just reading the facts. Fast forward 2.5 hours to buying 3 burgers, which is allotted per person. Now they've limited to 1, by the way, because of what you did, right or wrong. My other 2 friends that were going to join me bailed. So instead of eating 3 burgers, I decided to sell them for a 7% markup. Apparently, this enraged a grown man after I'd already done business with him, but it doesn't end there. Sean, one of the owners, had the audacity to post my car to his 33,000 followers on Instagram, call me a jerk, and stated, "Tattletales welcome if you have any more info." What does that mean? He's asking for people to say more about you?
Yeah, he wants people to dox me. And if you find a kid with an internet connection that's smarter than, the average kid or person, they're going to find out who you are and what you do.
Okay, here's the rest of it.
101.
He was viscerally convinced that I have this, quote, cheeseburger operation, end quote, which is why I'm coming here, to say, do not spend your money with this butcher. I have not done this before, nor will I ever be returning. I'm in the process of getting a new license plate due to his lack of professionalism and concern for my safety. Besides rudely telling me to move, we have never spoken directly. While his burger was too salty, burger bun underwhelming, and onions too plentiful, my problem lies with the customer service. Keith Lee was right about Atlanta. The customer service is subpar at best. I spent $70 just to be bullied online by a grown man. On a lighter note, the pastries are exquisite and the ambiance is quaint. And that's the end of the review. So what blows me away is this review was removed by Yelp, which any restaurant owner knows is virtually impossible to do. I mean,
I didn't know it was removed by Yelp.
It was removed. Do you have any idea why?
No, they must have an in and Yelp. A couple friends that own restaurants back in Detroit have done it before, so they have an in at Yelp, it seems.
Fortunately, Barnes has a screenshot of it, but I do have an update for you, Barnes. I'm on Instagram at Evergreen Butcher and Baker, the Instagram. They just announced, yes, we're doing cheeseburgers at 1 p.m. this Sunday, as usual, but now limiting 1 cheeseburger per customer instead of 3.
Yeah, that's what I mentioned. I kind of threw that in there real quick in the review. It's because
but I will say
him.
They have... what I was going to mention, though, is that they have turned off comments.
Really?
On this one post.
Why would you do that?
Talking that, again, that we're not a burger joint. We are a small neighborhood bakery and butcher shop.
I would say I would want people talking about me if that was the case, but wow, this is This is the weirdest story. The fact that they thought that you, Cheeseburger Hustler, had a whole business
empire
going. That's too much work to wait in line for this burger and resell it. I
still don't understand the reselling part. I'm sorry.
Well, but if I own the place, I don't know that I would care. To be honest, if it was me, I'd say, hell, put that crap on the news. Dude, our burgers are so good, this guy bought it and resold it.
But he's reselling it for like 7%, $40. Come on.
No, $40. The cost was $35.
I know, but I just do not understand why someone would do that.
A convenience fee.
So,
I'm just saying it's publicity.
Disagree.
Yeah, Leslie, I'm wondering, I'm in the most loving way, Leslie, have you ever owned a business before, a small business, maybe you and your husband or a girlfriend?
Yes, I have a small business. I have a small business in Fairhope, Alabama.
I love
Thanks,
that.
Barnes.
I just came from Alabama, actually. Do you
But
have...
I wouldn't
Yeah.
like, if somebody like bought something for me and then went outside and like sold it for more, I'd be like,
But it's 2 hamburgers.
dude, but why?
2 hamburgers.
Why?
I'm not selling your
Why?
grandmother. I'm not selling your Oh, it's time. I spent 2.5 hours.
See,
I
I
wasn't
just
about
don't.
to eat 3.
The logic doesn't bother me here. If the dude is not doing it all the time and it was a one-time instance, I would look at that as a small business owner, which I am.
Yeah.
I would look at that as an opportunity.
He's doing it because he's pissed
I
he
would
had to
love
wait
to-
in line, but you
Spin
chose
it.
to wait in line.
Spin
He chose to wait in line.
Leslie,
Sorry, he got there early and didn't know the time it was opening.
Let the Cheeseburger Hustler.
Leslie, I appreciate you thinking I'm mad. I'm one of the most laid back people I know.
Well, that I believe.
I was just, yeah, I don't.
That I believe.
Listen, I got my Porsche. I got the missus. I got our cats and a life and a career. I'm not bothered. What
This
I'm bothered
dude,
by is
you're
as
living the
much
dream.
Traveling is literally. I've created it. That's the thing. As much as I've worked, as much as I've lost, as much as I've eaten, and as much as I've been scammed by restaurants before, I've been all over this world. Atlanta, for some reason, has this entitlement to our it doesn't stink. Outcast said it best. This man's hiding something. He doesn't want to go on the news. In fact, radio station.
Let's not go.
I didn't say he's a small business and doesn't want to be bothered by you.
Let's not go into another agenda because he's not here to defend himself. Let's keep it on the story.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, the last part. He had claimed that he had come out and talked to me about selling his cheeseburgers. I'll give anyone $250 that can pull up security camera footage, even no audio, just him talking to me one-on-one or with my other friend, of him saying, don't sell our burgers, or chasing me in the Porsche. I would love that. $250 reward for security camera footage.
In the Porsche with the cats. Okay, we've got to go.
Barnes, where's Josh Mankiewicz from Dateline?
Get him back in here.
Hello.
All right, Cheeseburger Hustler, thank you for sharing your story. You're the only one that would talk. And I just don't understand what is happening in this story that nobody wants to talk about it. It's very strange to me. But thank you.
They're hiding something.
You go off in your dream with Porsches and cats. I love it. I'm with you all 100%. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Barnes.
Thanks.
Much love. Thank you, Leslie.
Have a good day. We'll see you later, Cheeseburglar. That is the weirdest story ever. But anyway, small business, I would have just spun it, and made it like a publicity thing. Who cares?
I would have given him away.
All right, this is the Morning X, home of the cheeseburger controversy. I need to go try that thing next week. Evergreen Butcher and Baker.
The Morning X with Barnes and Leslie.